Hello everybody. Today is going to be a very long, fun-filled day of lots of work. So we've had our 3 goats in here and they have pretty much eaten everything. Hi Max. They've eaten everything that is green. There's pretty much no more green that they can reach. So I need to move them. I'm just gonna move them over to this area now. I'll just take these sides over. And then I am gonna add one more fence because this is 2 fences and I'm gonna add one more to give them more space. So the truth is I let the goats out every day. We let them out in the morning and then we lock them up at night, but they're a pain in the butt. They seriously are. They are pooping on my porch. We get packages. They rip the boxes apart and eat them. They get in our food shed. I mean, they are just seriously a pain in the butt. They get into everything. So they need to stay in their fence and not be let out around the house anymore because I'm seriously tired of the goat poop and the messes that they make. So I'm gonna give them a bigger fence this time so they can just stay in there. And then I am going to, when I give the calves, when I make them another pasture, I'm gonna put the goats into where the calves were so they can eat up all those weeds. And I don't remember if I showed this gigantic pile of brush, but I finally burnt that, which makes me so happy. I hated looking out the window and seeing this. I mean, it was gigantic. It was a huge pile because we cut down a tree here and here. And I cut down some bushes and some other stuff over there. And then there's another tree that was cut down. And then in here, this is where the goats were the first time before I moved them. We cut down that tree and that tree and that tree and that tree and that tree because they ate all the green in here and we were able to clear that out. We still got to cut down some of these trees. Well, all of these trees, we just haven't got to it. And once I move them, we can cut down all the stuff that is left in the field that they were just in, the little tiny pasture that I had them in, if you can call that pasture. Another thing that the goats do that seriously drives me crazy is this. They eat all the good hay. What are you guys doing? They eat all of the good hay. Seriously, when I let them out of their fence in the morning, they come down here and they eat all the hay. And they have all the weeds that they could possibly ever want to eat, but yet they eat the hay that I have to buy. And it makes me so mad because I bought them to eat weeds, not to eat hay. So, I mean, I understand in the wintertime I'm going to have to give them hay, but there's no reason they should be eating hay now when they could be eating all this green stuff that needs eaten. So, sorry, not sorry. You guys have officially lost all of your freedom rights. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is tear down Happy's fence and take it over so we can give them extra space. I just add that I love this tree. I mean, you can't tell in the video as much as in person, but this tree is huge. It is seriously huge. I love it. It is so beautiful. It is definitely a very old tree. But I really, really love this tree. And it's staying. Definitely staying. Everything else can go though. This tree's staying. And that one back there is really big and old, and I love that one too. And that one's staying. But everything else, all this little crap, this is all going. The piggies came up to see what we're doing. I let them out this morning because Jingles, back in the back, was not doing good this morning at all. You can tell she's hanging back a little bit. Her stomach looks really sunken in. But this morning she did not look good. She would not come out of her pen and eat until way later. I think she got heat exhaustion from yesterday. So yesterday it was pretty hot. And they broke their main water dish because they all lay in it and they like busted the sides. So we gave them 2 smaller dishes and they just keep knocking them over. So I think with the heat and the lack of water that it just was too much for her. So I'm happy to see that she's doing so much better than she was this morning. And she's actually wagging her tail because this morning I'm like, man, she's a goner. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do for her. But yeah, this is all we have left. We only have these 4. And then tonight we'll only have the 2. So we'll only have Jingles and Thelina, the ones that are gonna have babies. I'm so happy to see you're doing better, Jingles. I was really worried about you this morning, but you do look really sunken in. I know she's gonna have piglets soon. I think it's gonna be a few more weeks though, because she didn't start filling up with milk. So I don't think it has anything to do with that or why she was sick. I really think it was the heat that did it to her. So I'm about half done with my goat fence. I can't wait to be done. We have a lot of big trees actually here that need cut down. So this one right here is dead. The bark is falling off of it. And then you got this one right back behind it is dead. Bark is off of that. This one's not dead. This small one in the front, but that one needs to come down too. This big one, that one looks good. You can see how big it is with Dove beside it. So I don't think that one will need cut down. This one definitely needs cut down. All the bark is off of it up there. It's dead. And then this one right here is leaning this way. And right here is where my husband's gonna be putting our big garage barn right back in here, this area. So that definitely needs to go because we don't want a tree falling on a very expensive building that we need to put in. And I think that one back there too, that big one there is dead too. So that one's gonna have to leave too because they are super tall and they'll definitely fall on our new building. I know there's not like a ton of stuff for the goats to eat right here that where I'm moving them to, but maybe I should just move the pigs. I guess I can't move the pigs over here. But I don't really know where else to move them right now until I get the calf fence done. Once I get the new calf fence done, I'll put the goats over there. And then maybe the pigs can come in here because I know the pigs do better in the woods than the goats do. The goats need more briars and stuff to eat, and there's really not a whole lot in this spot for them to eat. Finally done with the goat fence. I'm so happy they're gonna have more space. It is not gonna take them long to eat all the stuff in here. Like, it's not really a lot, There's more here at the entrance for them to eat, but they're not gonna be here in that long anyway. They're not gonna be in here very long anyway, because I'm gonna be moving them in to where the calves are, because I'm gonna be making calves a new pasture. So I'm taking a break. I have to go inside because my youngest needs to take a nap, which I went inside with her a couple times and she refuses to take one. So I cannot do anything else right now. So I'm gonna go do that and then we'll be back. Okay, I am finally back outside. I'm getting ready to move this guy. He's super excited for his new fence. The dogs always love it when I move them because they have a new place to explore and they really like that. He's gonna be barking all night long. He always does. They both always do. Every time we move them, they have to bark all night long and let everybody know that they're here. I know. Don't jump on me. Don't jump on me. Stay down. Stay down. We're gonna move you. We're gonna move you in with the ladies. Good boy. Oh, look, he's already sniffing. You're already sniffing. You're gonna love it in here. Yes, you got more space too. You're a good boy. All right. The only thing that's left to move in here is the goat pens, but it's not supposed to rain for the next few days. So I'm probably not even gonna move them in because in the next few days, these goats are gonna be moving again anyway into where the calves were, and there is a pen down there. So I'm just gonna leave their pens out for now, unless I see that it's gonna rain before I move them. But I'm glad they're finally moved. I'm glad they have a bigger area, and I'm glad that we're not gonna be letting them out anymore because, I mean, I'm really sick of them on my porch pooping. So glad they're gonna be staying in a fence from now on, even though, I mean, I am gonna miss them a little bit, but to do chores, it is really hard when they're right there trying to eat the food that you're trying to get for other animals. You can't even open the shed where we keep the feed, or they go crazy. They try to jump in there. So this is the best thing for them. And then I know they're not eating like poisonous bushes at the house. So I will see you later.